book up wide and meet adventures that wait for you. Live and learn and laugh and play whenever your dream comes true. You could swim along the river all the way to the sea. You could fly up in the sky above the clouds and trees. You could plant a flower garden up on top of the moon. You could swing through the jungle all afternoon. Wherever our story takes us, I can't wait to see. Yes, friends, come and read with me. It's online story time.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Online Storytime at your Grand Rapids Area Library. I'm Miss Tracy.
I'm Grandma Pat.
And we are both so excited to have you with us. So Grandma Pat, before we start talking about that frisky thing we're going to talk about today, should we sing?
Yes, let's sing.
Storytime friends, would you sing with us? And remember, the song says clap your hands, but you clap whenever you want. Here we go. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. And I can't wait to hear a story today. So Grandma Pat, what are we going to talk about?
These little guys, in our backyard, we've got huge oak and maple trees. These little guys are all over those trees, all the time. Do you know what they are? Do you know what they are, Miss Tracy?
I think they are squirrels.
I think so too. And they are funny and smart and kind of aggravating sometimes, but funny and smart and really pretty with bushy tails. So
one of the things our squirrels love to do is gather our acorns. We have a lot of acorns, and the squirrels like to gather them, and we see them run up trees, and then there's a big squirrel's nest at the top of one of the trees. And I don't know if that's where they're putting their acorns for the winter or if they're putting them in the tree, but they are fascinating to watch.
yeah, and they hide their acorns so that they have them in the winter. So they don't truly hibernate because they wake up to eat. They're pretty slow in the winter, but they find the food that they hid and they eat on it all winter. And their babies are born in that nest, and it's kind of a nice winter for them, I think.
We see squirrel tracks just running between our trees. They don't run all over the yard in the winter, but they make trails from one tree to the next tree to another tree. So they're out there running around. So Grandma Pat, did you bring any good books about squirrels?
I've got, well, how can you not have good squirrel books?
I can't wait.
Our first book about squirrels is called Squirrels.
What a great name.
Yeah, by Mari Shu. And it's brought to us from Capstone Press. There we go. Squirrels. And we know this is a nonfiction book, a book full of facts, because we have our table of contents. Tells us exactly what we're going to be reading about and on what pages they're going to be found. So here we go. Backyard, squirrels. A long bushy tail pops up from behind a fence. A furry animal jumps to a fence post and sniffs the air. There is a squirrel in your backyard. Squirrels are rodents. Their sharp teeth never stop growing. Most squirrels weigh less than 3 pounds. That's something, their teeth never stop growing. Well, Miss Tracy said their teeth be way down to their toes then if they never stop growing?
I think that they eat a lot, and that's what keeps their teeth short.
Okay, these are hard things they're eating, so it keeps their teeth shorter. Whew. A squirrel's big tail helps it balance. Sharp claws help the squirrel hold on tight as it climbs trees. Squirrels live on every continent except Australia and Antarctica. Some squirrels make nests in trees, others dig burrows. Such a cute little face. squirrels do. Squirrels spend a lot of time looking for food. They eat nuts, seeds, fruit, pine cones, and insects. Squirrels bury food to eat in the winter. Look at that. Squirrels are very fast. They can run 20 miles per hour. They dart back and forth to confuse predators.
What's a predator, Grandma Pat?
Well, a predator is something that might want to harm them, that may want to hurt them, so they have to get away from them.
Okay.
And they can do that because they're very fast and tricky. Those squirrels are tricky. Female squirrels give birth to 2 to 8 babies at a time. Let's see if we can find out how many babies there are here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 babies. Baby squirrels are hairless at birth. They grow fur within a few weeks. And that's like all rodents. Rabbits and mice, their babies are born without any fur. Young squirrels stay with their mother for 2 to 3 months. Then they live on their own. Most squirrels live for about 5 years. Feeding time. You can give squirrels a special feeder in your yard. Fill it with sunflower seeds and nuts. Then watch your furry friends. Ooh. And there's some more information on squirrels.
Hey, Storytime friends, Grandma Pat.
Yes.
Do you want to do a flannel board?
Oh, about squirrels? Yes.
If you notice, Storytime friends, we have a big tree, and around the tree we have some acorns. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, can you count them backwards? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the song we're going to sing today is called 5 Little Acorns. And this is how it goes. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat 5 little acorns looking yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took 1 acorn and ran down the trail. There he is. How many acorns are left? If you have 5 acorns and you take 1 away, how many are left? 1, 2, 3. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat 4 little acorns looking yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took 1 acorn and ran down the trail. There he goes. He's going to eat his yummy acorn. And now we have 1, 2, 3 acorns. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat 3 little acorns looking yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took 1 acorn and ran down the trail. His trail was really long. How many acorns are left, my friends? 1, 2, and they are gonna fall to the ground. Here we go. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat 2 little acorns looking yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took 1 acorn and ran down the trail. How many acorns do we have left? One. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat one little acorn looking yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took that acorn and ran down the trail. All the acorns are stored away to be eaten another day. Now the squirrels can have some fun. All the food gathering is done. Nice job, squirrels. And thanks for playing.
Our next squirrel book is called Girl versus Squirrel. What does that versus mean, Miss Tracy? What do you think that means?
I think it means that they're squaring off against each other.
I think so too.
That one of them will be the victor.
I wonder, but they look kind of friendly, so we'll see what happens. This is written by Haley Barrett and illustrated by Renee Andriani. She means business. It's brought to us by Margaret Ferguson Books from Holiday House. Okay, here we go. Pearl built 3 bird feeders. One looked like a house, one looked like a tube, and one looked like a teacup perched on top of a tall pole. It looked like a teacup because it was a teacup. Pearl was particularly proud of that. She filled the house bird feeder with suet. She filled the tube bird feeder with seeds. She filled the teacup with peanuts. Lots of birds love peanuts. Pearl took the lens cap off her binoculars and waited. Cardinals and flickers swooped in for the suet. Finches and chickadees sailed in for the seeds, but not a single bird could settle on the teacup because something else wanted those peanuts. Can you guess, Storytime friends? Yep. Hey, protested Pearl. Bird feeders are for birds. But the squirrel didn't flinch. Instead, it flicked its tail and gobbled Pearl's peanuts, each and every one, before dashing to a hole in an old oak tree. Drat that squirrel, grumbled Pearl. It may be brave, but it's no match for me. Girl versus squirrel is on. With her hockey stick and some duct tape, Pearl extended the teacup's pole. There, she said, that's tall enough to stop any squirrel in its tracks. She watched, breathless, with anticipated success, but was soon disappointed. Drat that speedy squirrel, she groused. I'll make the pole taller. What do you think, Storytime friends? Is it going to make a difference? I don't think so. Now the teacup towered, but that didn't deter the squirrel. It scurried up the mop, scrambled up the hockey stick, and shinnied straight up the pole. Oh no, Pearl groaned. Brave, speedy, and determined too. The squirrel stared at Pearl and seized an especially plump peanut. But before it could take a nibble, the pole began to teeter and totter until Thud. It toppled to the ground. The teacup popped off the pole, the handle snapped off the teacup, and the startled squirrel skedaddled to the tip-top twig of an old oak tree. Drat, 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 you squirrel, growled Pearl. You're a bird feeder crashing, teacup smashing, peanut poaching pest. Pearl poked through the grass and peanuts to find the teacup's handle and muttered, "But you will never, ever, ever be a match for me." While Pearl glued her teacup, she pondered and she plotted, step by step. She pulled together a plan to put that squirrel to the test. She rummaged through her box of useful odds and ends. Then Pearl clambered and climbed, lifted and leveled, shifted and stretched, twisted and tied, as a network of obstacles emerged, each more squirrel challenging than the last. Pearl began to enjoy herself. "Whew," she panted. "This is as much fun as building bird feeders." When everything was ready, Pearl tumbled more peanuts into the teacup. "Bold, speedy, and determined won't be enough," she pronounced. "This time, teacup triumph will require nerves of squirrely steel." Oh, I'm anxious to see what she made. Training her binoculars on the old oak tree, Pearl scanned up branch by branch until there. "I've done my best to best you, squirrel," shouted Pearl. "Now let's see what you can do. Ready, set." But before she could shout go, that squirrel was gone. Head first, scuttling down the tree, and leap, scampered here, spin, 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 swing, whirl, 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 scramble, jump, clutch, clamber, and crunch. Wow, look at that. Pearl was dazzled. Then she was puzzled. 1, 2, 3 babies, murmured Pearl. According to squirrel experts, the adult female tends the kits, so that must mean the quick and nimble ninja squirrel was a mother. Pearl's can-do, will-do, just-did squirrel was quite a girl. "I proclaim your victory," cheered Pearl, "and I salute you, fearless, fluffy sister." "She'll teach them everything she knows," Pearl said. "How to climb and balance, how to think and plan. She'll develop their attention span, and then, right then, Pearl knew she wanted to help that squirrel family, and she knew how to do it. She built bird feeders. She filled the house feeders with suet. She filled the tube feeders with seeds. She filled the teacups with peanuts, lots and lots of peanuts. And there is Pearl with her new little squirrel family. What fun.
Hey, Storytime friends. Are you ready to wave a scarf? Yay! Out of your Storytime kits, I'd like you to find your scarves. And if you don't have a scarf, I gave Grandma Pat the green one. She wanted to point that out to you.
Love the green one.
If you don't have a scarf out of your Storytime kit, you are welcome to wave whatever you want. A paper towel, a napkin, a sock, anything that's waveable, or you can wave your hand. Okay? Okay. All right. Should we start with our scarf warm-up? Oh. Did you hear something? I thought I heard. Oh! I did hear something. Oh, absolutely. Storytime friends. Giraffe would like to join us today. Hello, Grandma Pat.
Hi, Giraffe.
Hello, Storytime friends. I'm delighted to see you. Oh, we are so delighted to see you too, Giraffe. Why don't you stand right there? And you can watch us wave our scarves. Okay? Here we go. My scarf goes up, my scarf comes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Woo! That was so fun. Do you think we could do it faster? All right, let's try. My scarf goes up, my scarf goes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Woo! Did you woo? I love the woo. It's my favorite part. All right, let's talk about some squirrels. And we are going to pretend that our scarf is a frisky little squirrel. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, the frisky little squirrel, he gathers nuts and seeds. He hides them for the winter months so he'll have all he needs. Oh, up, up, up he goes, and down, down, down he comes. He runs around, goes up and down, and his work is never done. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, the frisky little squirrel, he gathers nuts and seeds. He hides them for the winter months so he'll have all he needs. Oh, up, up, up he goes, and down, down, down he comes. He runs around, goes up and down, his work is never done. Whoa! Did you do that? Run around, go up and down? That is not easy. But hey, thanks for playing. Oh, Storytime friends, Grandma Pat, I had such a fun day today talking about those frisky little squirrels.
They are fun little rodents, aren't they?
We learned a lot of really good facts about squirrels in this book by Mari Shu. And girl versus squirrel. Who do you think won? I think they both won.
I think they did too.
I did
She
too.
got to make all of those squirrel trails and all those bird feeders, and her backyard looks fabulous.
That's right, and full of squirrel friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got rid of all of our acorns. Our squirrels came and gathered all those up to get ready for winter. But now, my friends, I think it's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
Would you sing with us? All right, here we go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Story time is done today. Now it's time to go and play. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. I'm going to find a tree and watch squirrels.